And the men of the Lord basically are going to be the the men of the Lord are fixing to be these ones that these women want out here, man. Okay, that's going to happen. The scriptures talks about a man being a hiding place from the wind, man. And that ultimate wind is coming is the wind, from this nuclear destruction that's headed our way. Okay. Therefore I will shake the heavens, verse 13, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord, Yahweh of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. So, and Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is about to pour out wrath, indignation, anger, okay, fury. All that's coming to Babylon, man. Stay in Isaiah. Go to Isaiah 34. Well, you know what? Before I go to Isaiah 34, I want to get Isaiah 33. Because see, what is going to be your anchor in these times that are coming? Because again, you're not going to be able to rely on your resources. Okay? There's going to be a fight for resources out here. There's going to be a battle for water. There's going to be a battle for gasoline, food, shelter. All right? It's basically going to be every man for himself. All right? So, what is it that when all hell breaks loose, all right, when shit hits the fan, what is it that's going to keep you stable, man? All right? Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure. That's right. So this wisdom and knowledge is going to keep the men of the Lord stable. When everyone else is panic-stricken, when everyone else is failing, when you see these big bad dudes, bent over, looking like a woman and with birth pains, travail, okay. The men of the Lord are going to be they're going to be okay at the end of the day. Yeah, we're going to go through trouble. We're willing, we're a part of that number. We're going to go through trouble. We're going to be put in some tight situations. We're going to be having to go through that straight gate. All right? I don't want to minimize that. But at the end of the day, this wisdom and knowledge is what's going to keep a man of the Lord grounded and stable and able to endure, man. Okay? Isaiah chapter 34. In verse 1, come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. Yes, because see, it's judgment time for you nations too, man. So you nations got to hear this as well. Because you got, man, these proud-ass Chinese out here, so-called Chinese, the Moabites, they think they're next up to rule. Russia, they're just a different breed of Edomite. They think they're next to rule. Iran, okay, they're thinking they're going to be next to rule. No, man. Nah. You nations are fixing to be judged as well, man. Okay? The time of the Gentiles is about to be fulfilled. All right, it says, for the indignation of the Lord, Yahweh is upon all nations. So how is it, Vocab Malone and the rest of you Christians, how is it all nations can be saved, okay, when the indignation of the Lord, Yahweh, is upon all nations? When he's going to destroy the nations of the earth in the valley of Yahweh Shabbat. Again, the valley of the Lord's judgment. All right? It's stupid, man. All right? If you ain't part of the 12 tribes, all right, you're not a so-called black, Hispanic, native, all right, or one of the speckled birds, the Israelite foreigners, then there is no salvation for you, man. All right? It's just destruction and captivity. It says, for the indignation of the Lord Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. See, he hath utterly destroyed them. See, this is already taking place, man. Again, it's just playing out in the physical realm right now. We're just waiting for a few more things to happen. All right? But in the heavens, this has already happened. It says, their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. See, the day of the Lord don't sound so... See, Christians, Christians say, the day of the Lord, when Jesus comes back. All right, even though we all know Jesus is a fictitious character, ain't no such thing as Jesus. His name is Yahushua. But they talk about the day of the Lord like it's a good thing, man. This does not sound pleasant. If you're not on the right side of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you got no hope, man. All right, the only thing left for you is destruction. Okay, because the time for partying and making career advancement and going places and traveling and doing things, that's over, man. That's over. In order to do anything in this new world order construct, you're going to have a RFID microchip implanted in under your skin, in one of your hands or in your forehead, okay, and then be turned into a cyborg, and destruction's coming your way at that point, man. So the American dream is over. All right, the American dream the whole time was a lie, okay. And those of you who continue to trust in it, man, you got brutal punishment coming, man. It says, verse 4, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. He was seeing the mushroom cloud, okay? It looked like the heavens being rolled together like a scroll. It says, and all their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. All right? It says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. So Idumea is code for what? All right, America. Okay, Esau. Okay, Idumea is just a Greek rendering of Edom. Okay, and there is no salvation because it says those are the people of his curse, man. Okay, how can cursed people have salvation? If you're cursed, how can you then be? How can you be saved? Yeah, all right. Jake had to go into captivity, all right, and undergo and go and deal with the curses. Okay, but those curses are being lifted up off of the Lord's people, and now they're being placed on other people, man. Okay, primarily the Edomites. Okay, because that's the only nation that salvation wasn't promised to, man. You go into Obadiah for that. See, these Christians. They don't know what the hell they're talking about, man. Okay? But that's why, that's okay. The Most High in these last days raised up the pillars of the church, all right? The elder apostle, the great millstone on down, bishops, the elders, all right, to prophesy, man, to speak these things, okay? So all those lies can be destroyed because this word is like a two-edged sword, man, okay? It says, the sword of the Lord Yahweh is filled with blood, verse 6, it is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord Yahweh hath made a sacrifice in Bozrah, another code word for America, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. All right? Yeah, when you see, well, I mean, look, because America is a combination of all these ancient kingdoms, right? Nineveh, Assyria, Babylon, obviously, all the great kingdoms, Egypt. Okay, up until now, America takes on characteristics of all of them, man. So when you see Bozrah, okay, Idumea, Assyria, Nineveh, okay, those are code. That's code language, all right, for America. All right, that's code language for America. See, this book is written in code, man, and the only ones who can decipher the code through the Spirit are the men of the Lord. All right, it says. Verse 7, and the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls. Their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's Yahweh's vengeance, verse 8, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. Okay, this whole chapter is going into the destruction of America, man. All right, and you can link this up with Revelation 18 chapter. Might as well do that now. Precepts perfectly with Revelation 18. Revelation chapter 18 and verse 1. And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Yeah, man, Babylon's getting ready to fall, man. We into Babylon right now is falling, but soon Babylon the Great, we're going to be saying Babylon is fallen, okay? It says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. You still have people out here, these Christians, talking about Vatican City. You even have some of our people talking about Vatican City as Babylon the Great. The nations of the earth aren't doing business with Vatican City. The nations of the earth have always done business with America. America is a great nation of imports. Okay, America makes all these other nations rich, and then also because of her financial system, because of the U.S. dollar, the petrodollar. Okay, these nations have had to deal with Babylon. Okay, and they've gotten rich, man. All right, but now that currency is failing because we're in the time of the end. The dollar is dying. You've got the BRICS alliance now, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, and there's other nations ready to sign on with them. They're doing business outside of the dollar. Okay, so America's time is up, man. It says, and I heard another voice from heaven say, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues." And that's going into the elect being beamed up into the ships, man. All right, because Yahushua is going to come. The elect are going to be beamed up, okay, which the Christians call the rapture. But Christians aren't going to be beamed up, all right? The elect of you Israelites, all right? The lambs of Yahweh, okay, are going to be beamed up into the ships, man. So you don't receive of her plagues, the last plague being the plague of the ICBMs. It says, "For her sins are preached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities." Yeah, America's the sinful kingdom, man. Amos the 9th chapter goes into that. Amos the 9th chapter talks about the sinful kingdom. The sinful kingdom is America. All right, what was America's great sin? America's great sin was what was done to Gad and Reuben, and then what was done to the southern kingdom, man, as far as hardcore slavery, man. Okay, not to mention all the other sins she's committed, but that primarily, that right there is enough, man. See, and these people out here, they thinking they got away with it. They ain't get away with shit. All right, the Most High getting ready to destroy this damn place, man. Even though all these people out here driving around and doing their thing and going to their pissant jobs, doing their folly, they have no clue, man. But the Most High getting ready to destroy this damn place, man. It says, "Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow." And this also, you can go into Isaiah 47. All right, that's another chapter that lines up with this. Isaiah 34 goes into destruction of Babylon. Isaiah 13, Revelation 18, Revelation 17. Okay, Isaiah 47. Okay. All the prophets talked about the destruction of America. You had Enoch, the seventh from Adam, prophesying of Yahushua's return, in the ancient world, man. All right, so all the prophets talked about America's demise, man, through the Spirit. It says, "Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine." All right, so death is coming, mourning is coming, because when all these people start dropping dead, and what happened last year? All last year, the mainstream media was force-feeding you to take the jump shot, right? Lord willing, they won't do anything in this video, but to take that serpent sauce, right? A bunch of you went out and did that, all right? So people are already dropping dead just from that, man. So a bunch of mourning is coming, and what else? Famine. The Bible talks about, I believe in Tobit, it says lewdness is the mother of famine. This place is lewd, man. This place teaches our people to be lewd, be perverse, be wicked, be sodomites, to be filthy. Now, when you have a society that's into that kind of stuff, what follows is death, mourning, and famine, man. Famine's coming. All right? And for the men of the Lord, let's go back to Isaiah. He spent a lot of time in Isaiah today. There's going to be a certain group of people that are going to be exempt from the famine. All right? Because not everybody is going to, the men of the Lord are going to eat, man. It says it right here in the book. Isaiah 65 and verse 13. "Therefore thus saith the Lord, Most High Power, Behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. So through it all, despite the hardships we're going to have to go through, despite the tribulation and the persecution, at the end of the day, we're going to be rejoicing, man. Because at the end of the day, we know the truth. We have been given this gift of faith, an indescribable, undescribable gift, man. All right? So that's going to cause us to rejoice, man, while everybody else is out here being vexed. It says, behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. So there's going to be men out here howling literally, man. You know, a famine, starving to death is a horrific way to die. You do not want to starve to death. It is horrible, man. I mean, you know, your body literally eats itself, man. You know, it's a horrific, gruesome, terrible way to go, man. Hey, you gotta pray to Yahweh about some outside that these promises apply to you, man. We ain't out here, you know, arrogant and proud, man. We're hoping to be. We're calling ourselves the hopeful elect. We hope we're exempt from this horrific judgment